All right, Steve, question number 3. What has been your most valuable investment advice you've ever been given?
6 figures on my own education, going to courses around the world and buying programs and reading books and making mistakes, of course. The money you lose by making, what does Keith Cunningham call it? The dumb tax. Doing a mistake and you should have known better, but you don't, so you pay the dumb tax. Well, I've been dumb many times and I've paid that tax often. I would say the best advice that I've ever been given is what I read in a Robert Allen book. The more you do of what you've done, the more you'll get of what you've got. So if you want to project an outcome, just look at where you are at the moment. And as I like to say to that saying, the old life lessons keep repeating until you learn them. So if you want change, you have to change. You can't change and be the same. And this notion of things are just going to magically get better by themselves without me having to change is a bit like sitting there saying, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to change my diet and I don't want to change my exercise regime. Well, the behaviors, what I call your financial programming, your financial IQ, your financial EQ, got you into the position that you're in now. And if that's not where you want to be, you have to change either your financial IQ, the way you think and act around money, or your financial EQ, which is the way you feel about money, or possibly both, in order to change your financial outcome. Mm-hmm. And you can't get a change on the outside until you change on the inside. Otherwise, progress that you might make, was probably only going to be temporary, and you'll undo it when you revert back to the way you were. I mean, why do people want to go on a diet? So they can eat whatever they want. Well, that's why you need to be on the diet, right?
Yeah. So for someone listening to this, what would be the first step they could make to do that?
The first step I would say is have a look at your situation. I talk about this concept of before, now, and then. Before now is where you've come from, and that's all your thoughts and your programming around money. You've got where you are now, and that the before and the now sets a trajectory of where you're going. And if you then look at your then and say, well, based on this trajectory, where am I going to get to? And say, well, I don't want to get there. You then have a choice. Do you want to do better or do you want to do worse? And most people are saying, oh, I want to do better. But then you have to say, where are you actually going to? What does better actually look like? Can we set a goal? Can we move it out of subjective and turn it objective? And then can we chart a direction or a pathway that's going to get us there, rather than sitting here and crossing our fingers and singing Kumbaya or whatever it might be, and just hoping, because hope's not really a reliable plan.